Coming to you from the dark recesses of the proverbial Dawnforge pouch, this is episode 251 of the Shattered Soulstone. Season 19 is finally over. Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get your free audiobook download at bit.ly/SoulstoneBooks2020. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPad, tablet, and your phone. Preferred real man's phone. It is Monday, March 2nd, 2020, and this is the person with all the back problems, Shazam. I'm going to start out by saying I apologize for not having an episode last week. Me and Tut were gonna record one on Tuesday last week, and then I got home from work. I got home pretty late, and I kept falling asleep here at the chair. So I messaged Tut and I said, "How about we just do it tomorrow?" Which would be Wednesday at that point. He was like, "No problem." So I went back to bed. I was in bed for about 3 hours, and just like last time, was in bed 3 hours, real bad back pain, and I was up the rest of the night, standing up, laying down, sitting down in the shower, whatever, and my back would not quit hurting. So I took off work on Wednesday, and then all day Wednesday I was in pain. Took off Thursday from work, all day Thursday I was in pain. I texted my boss when I called off on Thursday, and I told him I wasn't going to call off a third day in a row. So I went to work on Friday in bad pain, next to no sleep whatsoever. And then the one guy at work gave me ibuprofen 800 milligram tablet, and I felt fine for 5 hours or so. And then 3 o'clock or so, the tablet started wearing off, and I asked him for another one, and I took it, and we were completely dead at work. So my boss kept coming up to me at work, and he kept saying, you need to go home. I know I can obviously see you're in pain. There's nothing there's nothing here to work on, so you might as well just go home. So by the time I got home, the second pill kicked in, and then all Friday night I was fine. I sat here, I played Wilson for 4 hours, listened to Riker's Friday stream. I was fine. I even slept in bed that night. I was it's I don't care how bad my back's gonna hurt in the morning. I want to sleep in bed. I haven't slept in bed in 3 days. I slept in bed. I woke up at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. My back hurt a little bit, but it was fine. Took another pill. Sat down here, and I played Wilson again till about noon. And then my back pain came back, real bad. I could take muscle relaxers, I could take ibuprofen, I could take every pill that I have here. Get in the shower, lay down, sit down, do anything. It didn't seem to help anything. And that was till 2-3 o'clock yesterday, which would have been which was Sunday. And then I brought my covers out here, literally laid them on the ground, laid them on the floor here, and I just laid down in some weird way, and I just fell asleep. till 7, 8 o'clock last night. Then I woke up and I felt fine. And then, the longer I was up, like the more my back started hurting again. And then I popped, some more muscle relaxers, some more ibuprofen. And I went to bed at, 1 o'clock this morning. And I was up at like 6:30 this morning. And like from the time I went to bed until now, like my back feels okay. It doesn't feel like it feels like if I do one wrong thing, like I'm gonna have like really bad back pain. So like I try and like not do like anything stupid. I'm not gonna be in bed again tonight. I'm gonna stay out here on the floor, and I'm gonna have to do what I did the last time and just literally sleep on the floor and watch TV out here in the living room until this gets better, which should be better here in the next couple of days. Because tonight it's been tomorrow night it'll be 7 days. So cross fingers it gets better. Because one thing I hate about my job, man, is this freaking once a year back pain that like you have no idea when it's coming, and when it gets here, like you're basically screwed. And that's the problem with working underneath vehicles all day and being bent backwards and being bent all stupid ways to you know be able to fix people's cars. But I'm kind of glad um, season 19's over. To me, season 19 was clouded in controversy, whether it be people getting banned, and then people gaming the system to get the angels on Rift Guardians and do all the stupid stuff to basically game the system to get as high as possible. Which I get it, but that's not the way I want to play. I want to be able to play. I want to be able to take my character, and no matter what, it's basically, Ring of Royal Grandeur. That's easy to, that's basically easy. It's an easy comparison. The Legacy of Dreams um, season. That was easy to, you know, basically just had Legacy of Nightmares buff all season, and you basically got rid of the rings. That was a good buff. That wasn't game breaking, but the way people played season 19, I thought was a bit odd and like I don't know. It's not the way I want to play. Obviously, that's why I didn't play after the first month. Season 20, I want to play a little bit more. I could see the season 20 buff. I could see them carrying it over to non-season after the season ends. Don't quote me on this one, but I could see that happening. It's not that game changing. It's not that game breaking that it couldn't be used on, on a basically bigger platform. Um, so yeah, hopefully by the end of season 20 or at the end of season 20, they say, you guys like this buff so much, we're just gonna put it on we're just gonna carry it over and just leave it in the game, which it ain't gonna change that many builds that I can see, to be honest with you. Maybe the Necro, but a couple other builds you can throw more weapons on and get a little glass cannon than anything. But season 20 starts on Friday the 13th. Don't do next week's challenge rift, obviously, till the season starts. You guys should know that by now. It's been going on now for what, 7, 8 seasons, give or take. Let me think. The other stuff that I wanted to bring up about season 20 is the reason I want to bring it up is because whenever we're in chat, all you guys just ask about this stuff, and you guys repeatedly ask about this stuff, so I'm just gonna say it so you guys have it in memory, and yeah, make it a lot easier. Oh, I just had it up here too. That's the craziest thing. Okay, season conquests. For curses and stars aligned, that's a cursed chest. Kill 350 enemies or more on Torment 10 at level 70. Get that, the Curse Pete bounty, or, you know, basically the Curse Pete bounty on Act 5. You're basically guaranteed to get it as long as you kill 350 things. That's one of the ones I'm going to be doing. Push your way to Greater Rift 75 to complete the Divinity Lionhearted one. It's pretty easy. It's only 5 more than getting unlocking your primals. So I'm going to be doing that one. I'm going to be doing that one the first day of the season. So yeah, that's another one I'm going to be doing. For the fiercest demon hunt slayers, boss mode Worlds Apart is speed challenge, where you need to complete the following bosses, level 70 on Torment 10 in under 20 minutes. It's basically all the act bosses. Skeleton King, Butcher, Zoltan Cool, Golem, Zendaya, Rakanoth, Diablo, Adria, Queen Arene, Magda, Belial, Siegebreaker, Asmodan, Iswal, Urzael, and Malthael. It's probably not one I'm going to be doing. I'm sure people like Greed and Rona, they're probably going to be jumping on that one. Not me. That is not one for me. Finally, Years of War Dynasty will be great for those who enjoy mastering various class sets. I can't remember how many class sets you have to do, but I believe it's a Greater Rift 45 or 55 with, I don't know, like five class sets or something. That's pretty easy. Like, if you play 2 different characters, which I do, and, you know, you can do 3 on one character, 2 on another, you know, it's not very hard. If you're above 1,000 Paragon, you could just roll in there with crap gear and just annihilate everything. Just not even changing your skills, just walk in and just murder stuff, you know. Them are the ones I'm going to be doing. And the last one, which I don't know anybody that's going to be doing this one, is Masters of the Universe, Masters of Sets, challenged your tactical understanding of set dungeons. That's mastering a whole bunch of set dungeons, which nobody wants to do one, let alone a whole bunch more than one. So yeah, I remember the Conquests. Again, I'm doing the Cursed Chest one. I'm doing the Divinity one. Cursed chest, 350 enemies. Divinities do a greater of 75. And the Years of War / Dynasty one. Them are all pretty easy, pretty doable in the first day or two of the season. It's not really hard to do. Haedrig's Gifts for Season 20. It's another one everybody asks about, especially people like Ritzy and them that don't play pretty regularly anymore. Barbarians getting Immortal Kings. Crusaders getting Seeker of the Light. Demon Hunters getting Natalia. Monks getting Uliana. Necromancers getting Tragol. Witch Doctors getting Spirit of Erekir. And Wizards getting Veers. So, looks to me like Wizards going to make out on this season. At least the set anyway. Between the Wizard and the Barbarian, them are about the two good starter ones. Natalia's is alright. I played that the last time I was in the rotation. I was quite surprised on how quick I could do rifts and greater rifts. I told Greed, I think my words were, I can't believe this hasn't been in my life. This is awesome. But then I hit a wall and then I couldn't clear any higher, so I had to stop. And obviously switch to UE. They changed a couple things in the patch notes. The Barbarian, the two-piece set. I told you guys a couple episodes ago that they added Frozen to the fear thing, so you get double damage with fear and frozen. So they went ahead and added stun to it now too, so it's fear, frozen, and stun. So you do any one of them to an enemy, you're dealing double damage to them. The other thing that they added, remember that whenever we said that the where the heck's it at? The thing was attacking twice as slow but doing twice as much damage. They basically just bumped that back to going twice as fast and doing half the damage, because it was causing more bugs than it was helping. So they basically just rolled it back to the way it was originally doing it. So that was basically it on that one. They tweaked the number on the 6-piece set for Witch Doctors. It says Spirit Barrage deals 20,000 increased damage, plus an additional 5% equal to 5 times your mana regeneration per second. We found this set was overperforming at higher end, but we also wanted to maintain the capabilities at early gearing stages, in addition to a base multiplier, and reducing the effectiveness of the mana regeneration bonus should accomplish this goal. So there's that. And the wizard, I'm not gonna go ahead with the bonuses again because I'm tired of continuously repeating myself. But it looks like they buff the set for wizards again, and then nerf the Serpent Sparker and the Magistrate a little bit more, just to make it better than Legacy of Dreams. That's about it. Yeah. That's basically it for Season 20 stuff. I'll be there at 8 o'clock or 5 o'clock Pacific time on Friday the 13th. If any of you guys are wondering, it appears like we get 2 portrait frames this season. We get a pair of wings. We get a pet. And obviously, we get the transmogs if some of the people that don't have the transmogs already. Yeah, that's not too bad. If you guys didn't play season 8 or 9, whenever they gave us stuff out, like the Andario wings and stuff, I didn't play back in. Yeah, season 8. Yeah, I didn't play during season 8, so I'll be getting this stuff for the first time. Until they start giving season 12 rewards out, then I think it'll be new for me. There was another thing on Diablo, because they basically gave us a 1-2 punch this week. Last week, anyway. Towards the end of the week. It's the developer Diablo 4 quarterly update for February 2020. I'm just going to basically go over the highlights. I'm not going to go too deep into it because I don't know. I don't know how much you guys are interested in it. A lot of people are complaining because it wasn't what they were expecting. They didn't want UI. They didn't want to know about the UI stuff. They wanted to know about items and stuff like that. Obviously, you're not gonna. Blizzard isn't in your head thinking, what do these people really want to know? Some people want to know these things, but most of the people want to know this. What should we bring out to the first quarter, our first quarterly update? I think, I'll just get into it and you guys tell me what you think. I guess a whole bunch of people brought it up at BlizzCon that you want to be able to rebind the left mouse button to be able to move only, like Path of Exile. And then, the developers and stuff were like, we thought of this too before you guys did, and we didn't know if you guys wanted it or not. But apparently you guys do want it, so we're going to add it. Then they got into the couch co-op, for consoles and stuff. Basically, player 1 goes into the inventory, player 2 can go into like the talent tree, or player 2 doesn't have to be able, doesn't have to go into their inventory and stuff. It's basically, it doesn't basically pause their screen like Diablo 3 does, which is pretty cool because that was the dumbest thing whenever you're playing online with people. So in their inventory. So I'm pretty sure that's the way it worked. When people were in their inventory, your screen was basically frozen. So, yeah. They're talking that you can rebind all controller action buttons, which, if you own an Xbox One, you can do that now anyway, as long as you got the Elite controller. I could have done that on Diablo 3. I don't know what makes it so awesome that they're saying it for Diablo 4, but I don't know. I guess not everybody has a $150 controller like I do for an Xbox. There's one thing that I really don't give two craps about. I came to came to PC to play with a PC stuff. If I want to play with a controller, I'm gonna play on a console. I'm not gonna, you know. But you can use a controller on a PC. Whoop-dee. I can also use my over $100 mechanical keyboard. It's a hell of a lot more effective than a controller. Yeah, I don't know why. Who cares? Like 99% of the top players in this game are not going to use a controller on a PC. Done. Enough said. Not gonna go any into detail any more than that. You think Leviathan or any of them people are going to use a controller? No. They talked about a new enemy type. It's called the cannibals. It's a tribe of barbarians banished from Ariat years ago. The way they described it is they're talking about the drowned. The drowned has a whole bunch of shield people. Then they have the people that or whether they'll be the skeletons. I don't know which ones they were talking about. But as like you've seen in the demo, they had the shield people. Then they had the ranged people, and then they had the people behind that. But these cannibal people, there is no ranged people. Basically, there's 4 different ones of them. 2 of them have one-handed. Well, 2 of them hold one-handed weapons. 2 of them hold two-handed weapons. 1 two-handed weapon each. I'm pretty sure, and pretty sure I read that right. Basically, they bum rush you. 1 stuns you, and the other 3 kill you. Because they said if you get surrounded and that one guy stuns you, you're basically done. So something to look forward to, I guess. I'm sure that every developer's blog, they're gonna come out with another family of enemies and stuff like that. I thought the picture was pretty cool. Like you click on it where it says the cannibals on the Diablo's website, it brings up pretty much a cool what do you call wallpaper. So downloaded that, but yeah, I'm not gonna go in too deep with this because again, every quarterly update we're going to talk about some other one enemy in the game, and then 2 years from now when the game comes out, we're going to talk about 10 of them, and then we're going to see them in the game then. I'd rather just show pictures of them and look at them in person, you know what I mean? Yeah. Other than that, it's basically everything in the developer's blog this quarter. It's nothing, again, it's what basically made everybody, it's what disappointed everybody, but it doesn't bother me. They can put out whatever they want, man. It's their game. Oh, I forgot about this stuff. The inventory. Basically said, no, they're not bringing back different sized items. They're all going to be one slot items or whatever. I liked Riker's idea. Basically, what we have now, but this idea, I guess, is basically just the same. If their work in progress is right, and if you guys look at the developer's blog, And you count it. That looks like 36 inventory spaces, which I ain't complaining. It's 36 items you can have in your inventory. The things that they changed about the inventory is I'm pretty sure in the demo you basically just scrolled down and the top was basically the stuff you picked up that was your equipment that you're going to be able to equip, and underneath that was like quest items, and then there was like a place underneath that, and a place underneath that. They basically got rid of all that and just made clickable, basically like folder type things right next to each other. First one equipment, second one consumables, third one quest, and fourth one materials. Which I'm good. I'll take that one. They're changing, I guess, the art style of it. I guess trying to make it look a little bit more real, more directly based off of 3D models to give the natural texture and realism. That's what they're trying to go with. They're trying to make it a little bit more darker, not as bright. Obviously, if an item's rare, it's going to be yellow. If an item's blue, it's going to be magical. Same stuff it is now. Said it's going to be, obvious your inventory what the things are. They said that, I don't know if like during the demo or after the demo, they put your health and action bar to the left-hand side of the screen, and now they moved it towards the middle and the bottom again, like it is now in Diablo. Because everybody wanted it that way. They didn't want it all the way to the left. They say it's because, people, your eyes have a longer distance to travel when it's over in the corner because you're never looking over there anyway. But you are now since your health and everything's over there. But if it's in the bottom middle, you just look down a little bit. You don't look, over and down. Again, I said it before, but that's about it. I did forget about the inventory, but there's nothing else that I didn't forget about. So hopefully you guys all join us. You guys all come back for season 20. Seemed like these last two seasons, we've been getting lesser and lesser people in the Discord. Hopefully we can get 2 or 3 full teams started at the beginning of the season. I think last season we had two full teams, and by the time the night was over, it was basically the diehard people, which was me, Tut, and I think it was me, Tut, and Zeph at the end. And then Zeph basically passed out, so it was me and Tut for the longest time. And Tut went to bed, and it was just me. But yeah, I'm in it for the long haul on the first day of the season. I like to hit levels. Before I go to bed the first night, I want to get my UE set done. I want to get it, no matter if it's crap gear or what. I just want to get my 6-piece set, my Yangs, my Deadmans. That's all I want. I want to get my 70 done. If I don't get my 70 done, that's not that big of a priority. I just want to get my 6-piece set, my Yangs, my Deadmans. I can go to bed. Don't care what my Paragon is. Don't care about anything else. 6-piece, Yangs, Deadmans. Go take a nap. When I get up, which is, a couple hours from the time I lay down, that's when I try and do my 70. And then I just start smashing until, when I get 800, at least 800 Paragons until, before the time the show starts on Sunday, the beginning of the season. Try and do this every season. I'm gonna try and bump it up. If I continuously keep doing it, I'm gonna keep trying to bump it up a little bit more and a little bit more. But I don't know, how high I can go before I, basically just give up. We'll see what happens on season 21 whenever the new Demon Hunter set comes out, I guess. The UE is like the fastest. For me, anyway, it's the fastest clearance set at the beginning. But I'm going to be starting off UE, and then I'm going to be switching to Frenzy Barb, and basically going, seeing how high I can go with Frenzy Barb. Maybe dabble a little bit with the Wizard. I don't know. Try something different. I don't play Wizard very much, so I'm definitely not going to dabble with the Witch Doctor. I don't care if they get 99% damage reduction and Greed's clearing 150s in 5 minutes with it. It's not me. I'm good. That will never happen, so I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, that's basically my plans for the beginning of season 20. I'd like to do a little variation of a Marauder set at some point in time to see if I can make a Marauder set pretty viable on the leaderboard. I don't know. With the way the Kanai's Cube is, I could wear Bombardier's rucksack. I can wear a Yangs. I can cube a Dawn. I can cube a Deadman's. I can cube something else. I basically got multi-shot, multi-shot Marauders to the T. And with Captain Crimson's and stuff, you'll never run out of resource. So I don't know. We'll see. It's probably not as powerful as UE, but literally got 6 sentries shooting stuff out. You can literally fill the screen with your arrows. Guys, go to Jen's Lore Corner at bogajen.net. She has a whole bunch of lore on Diablo. Her episodes are usually 15-20 minutes long. She does a really good job. Pretty good production on her episodes. She's like 19 or 20 of them out now, so if you go there for the first time, you got a bunch of episodes to catch up on. But yeah, it's pretty good lore. Can't complain too much. Yeah, she does a really good job on her lore episodes. Basically no blue notes. I didn't look before I started doing the show tonight, but I'm pretty sure there wasn't any I looked yesterday and there really wasn't anything. Other media. Um, the only thing other than stupid stuff that I watched was the YouTube. I'm not YouTube. Netflix documentary. I think it's the trial of or the trials of Gabriel Fernandez or something like that. If you just type in Gabriel, you'll find it. But that documentary, man, that's one of the hardest things you could watch on a Netflix documentary. I started watching that like when I was off work for my back pain, and I'm laying in bed and I could hear it like I don't even watch it, I'm just hearing it. And like the first 10 minutes, the 911's called, blah blah blah. Kid goes into the ambulance, kid goes to the hospital, and then like the nurse starts talking about it, when the nurse starts talking, she starts crying immediately. That's when that this stuff's pretty bad. Seemed like a pretty long documentary. I don't know because again, I was in really bad back pain, but seemed like that documentary lasted all day. But that could be just because my back hurts so bad that it just seemed like it was all day. I don't know. But that's pretty. It's a pretty crazy documentary to watch. Um, so if you guys have a couple hours to spare, watch that one. I didn't see anything else on Netflix really, other than like Women Who Kill and stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of documentaries. You know, basically Pierce Morgan does interviews with women that murdered people or got other people to murder people for them. They're in prison for either the rest of their lives or the next 40 or 50 years. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, other than that, it's basically all I watched. Listened to the AEW wrestling thing on Saturday night. That was pretty good, I guess. I got a new champion. Um, yeah, that's basically about it. Good kidding. Um, one thing, last thing I want to talk about, obviously, is Wolf Cryer's Level with a Cause. If you guys go to levelwithacause.com, you guys can either sign up to do Level with a Cause or donate to Level with a Cause. And yeah, he does this every season start. Good thing about this season is he's gonna try and get Diablo 3 and Path of Exile players to streamers to be involved in it. As of right now, him and his cause has raised $59,000 for different charities. Save the Children, St. Jude's, a couple other ones. Yeah. Every season that I'm doing this show, I will pimp Level of the Cause for him because you know, I like the guy and I like what he's doing, and give him more recognition for the stuff that he does. That's good for, good for the community and good for us as gamers, basically. On that note, hopefully I get King Tut back next week. I didn't ask him this week. I told him Sunday, and I hate to bother people, and if I see that they're AFK for 12, 13 hours, I just don't even bother people. But hopefully I can get them on the show on Sunday, and we could just get back to normal. And yeah, other than that, we'll be good. Hopefully, we'll get King Tut back for season 20. He said he's coming back for season 20, so hopefully we can prime away from doing one raid every week to playing Diablo every day. You know, I get it. I used to raid. I know what it's like to have to get mats and potions and food and all that other BS for 1 or 2 days of raiding every week. Just not me anymore. I'd rather do what I do, not what me and 20 other people do, or 25 other people do, 40 other people do. You know what I mean? That's what killed me with WoW. You had 10 other people who would rather basically shun you than say, hey, you're doing this wrong, or hey, you're doing that wrong, or hey, you need to work on this. It's just, hey, we're just gonna ignore you and pretend you don't exist. And good luck. It's not the way I'd like to. It's not the way I'd like to do with people. If people need help, I like to help them. Whether they take my advice or don't take my advice with Diablo, it's up to them. That's not my problem. You know what I mean? I gave them the advice. If they don't want to take it, they don't have to take it. But the WoW people are definitely a different bunch. I'll tell you that. On that note, we'll see you guys next week. I promise I will be here next week. hopefully, hopefully with a better back. Hopefully my back is 10 times better than this week. You know, right now it doesn't feel that bad, but a couple days ago, to be honest with you guys, I haven't played more than 4 hours of video game in almost a week, and it's killing me. Played a little bit of Wolfson, I played a little bit of Diablo, and then that's basically it. When I'm in pain, I don't want to do anything. The other thing is, I was in pain. Like when I took them 2 days off of work and I was in pain, I didn't have any food here. And I was in so much pain, I just didn't eat. I was done, and I ran out of stuff to drink. And I don't drink tap water around here because this tap water sucks. I guess the worst stuff in the world. But when I was sick, I didn't have anything to drink. Damn right I drank that tap water. Because I wasn't leaving here to go get something to drink. Yeah. Other than that, guys, I'll see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. You've been listening to episode 251 of the Shattered Soulstone, your Diablo community podcast. Miss an episode, you can find the show's blog, listen to the show archives, www.shatteredsoulstone.com. With your support, you can help the show grow. Become a Patreon today, patreon.com/Soulstone. Come join us in-game or in-game community and clan, both named Shattered Soulstone. We're open to anyone who would like to join. You can also join us on Discord for the ultimate team, community-based experience. Excuse me. Find the Discord invitation link on our Twitter and Facebook page, as well as the Shattered Soulstone website. The show is powered by you, the listener. Send your contributions, thoughts, questions, and feedback to show@shatteredsoulstone.com. We love Twitter. Come join and tweet with us. You can find the show's Twitter @ShatteredStone, DeadGreed @DeadGreed1812. You can find me @Shazam081. We would like to extend a huge thank you to Medros of Dawn Forge Productions for hosting our Loot Deviant show. You can find more shows from the Dawn Forge, www.thedawnforge.com. Thank you for listening. Until next time, from all of us here at the Shattered Soulstone, over 250 episodes for your listening pleasure. Dawn Forge.